Sean Fox with Ramble Sports here at Sterlington High School as we talk to Brian West, who in year number 1 brought Sterlington their first championship in softball in over 20 years. First round draft choice in Major League Baseball, national champion in football at LSU, first year softball coach, win a championship. Brother, you've set the bar extremely high for every human being going around. That's an incredible run right there. But again, congratulations on the first year, man. Won a championship.
Thank you, man. If you'd have told me this year would have ended up as charmed and as it was, as far as with all the fortune, favor, and luck that we got, down the stretch, and then the players I got to coach.
Obviously, you're familiar with football, obviously familiar with baseball. I know your daughters played softball, coaching softball. Mm-hmm. What was your background before this year?
It's very similar to what we're doing in baseball. And so just trying to apply that logic to softball.
Boy, what a foundation you've had to rely upon as far as coaching. You played for Don Showles, of course, one of the greatest high school football coaches the state's ever seen. Coach Shake, great college coach and high school baseball coach. And of course, maybe the greatest college football coach of all time, and Nick Saban. I'm leaving a lot of other people out, but
right.
What did you take away from some of those guys?
You see the common thread with how all those coaching main plus the others, just the common thread of, hey, look, it's about discipline. If you build your program off discipline and routine, that's the main thing. So if there was a common thread with all of it, all those guys work hard, have the discipline, do things the right way, and just let the results take care of themselves. I got to rely a lot on Coach Shake this year. Things come up. I've never, been a coach before in high school, so I'd call him, lean on him, and he still gives great advice, along with tells great stories.
Let's talk about this season. Obviously, it ends with a championship, but every season there's going to be ups and downs. Even the best teams, there's going to be bumps in the road. What was maybe the biggest learning lesson? What game, what point in the season did you maybe have a learning lesson with this team?
We only lost one game this year. And so as a coach, whenever you start racking up those losses, we lost our game probably more toward the end of the season. So then everybody's, hey, you're undefeated, so you're getting all these pats on the back, and you guys are going to walk into it. So the one game we lost to a really good North DeSoto team, and they put it on us. And so I think that reality check of, hey, we've got to execute, we've got to remind ourselves to do things the right way and do the little things. So that was the turning point that we said we got to kick it in gear and do things the right way.
Listen, I know coaches, there'll never be a perfect game. You guys are perfectionists, and you don't like to lose. In fact, I think you probably hate losing more than you like winning.
Sure.
But looking back, you're like, man, that was probably a good thing that we lost. That's a chance we can get a lesson. We need to probably hit the reset button.
That's right. You hit a reset button because it's, again, you just kind of start to almost feel yourself going through the motions at times. And so that's that reality check you need to go, hey, we got to step up and we got to do things the right way and do the things that got you there. Right, don't worry about the end result. Do focus on the process. Do things the right way.
Was there a point in the season that you thought this group could be pretty special?
I would say when we went and we played 2 nationally ranked teams back to back in the same day, and we knocked them both off within a matter of 4 hours. That's when I went, we've got something special here.
It doesn't hurt. Obviously, you don't get here without it being a talented team, but there's also going to be individual players that rise up on talented teams, and you happen to have arguably the best in the state of Louisiana. What was it like to be able to rely on Maddie Taylor?
For me to know that I could always just put her out there to talk to the team, to lead by example, to lead in the locker room, off the field. Our big thing this year was to be a champion, you got to be worthy of being a champion first, right? Bill Walsh said it best. Champions act like champions before they're champions. So that was our big focus, and Maddie Taylor embodies that. As much talent as she has, all the success she's had, she was always the one out here first, putting in the work, always putting herself as far as, I'm the one that needs to get better, not everybody else. And so that's what brought us together.
Take me through the last couple of games, because they had people on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, we go down early against a really good Gina team who's got arguably one of the better pitchers in the state. We had 2 great pitchers this year in Allie Crislip and Maddie Taylor. Allie started that game for us, and look, hey, I was nervous. Everybody's trying to get the jitters out. We go down 2-0 early. We scratch, claw our way back to tie it up. But the biggest thing that helped us out when we made the pitching change to bring Maddie in, number 27, Gina's fan base, they were great. They started the overrated chant. And I couldn't thank them enough.
That's the greatest testament.
Yeah, that's right. So they started chanting that to get under her skin, but she dialed it up even more. We went on a fly ball tag up from second base all the way score home.
Wow.
So we practiced that this many times. And so to win that way and then go into go play the championship game with Doyle, 30-mile-an-hour wind blowing straight in. You weren't going to hit anything unless it was up the middle. And then, like I said, we end up winning that game 1-0 on a walk-off walk, right? So the two ways we won the last two games are two things you never even discuss. So
Well, you're already out here. The grind does not stop. You're working towards next year. You go into next season, the target's going to be on your back. What do you have to do with this squad to be able to repeat next season?
I think it's like anything. We got to focus on what we did last off season. We got to dial it up a little bit. We got to focus on every day. Rent's due every day. You got to pay that rent every day, guys. And after today's done, it's done. Let's focus on tomorrow.
Brian West, one of the best athletes. Look at his accolades this area's ever seen, and apparently pretty good softball coach. Appreciate you. Congratulations on an excellent year number one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. You can catch me every day from 3 to 6 on Sports Talk 97.7. And don't forget to follow the North Delta Ramble on Facebook and Instagram.